Something I've noticed as a neurodivergent is our hobbies and passions tend to go through a predictable cycle of hyperfocus, followed by declining interest, and then we abandon that interest and move on to something else. And today I wanted to spend a little bit of time going over the phases of this process. The first is the void. We have a sense of boredom, restlessness, dissatisfaction, or emotional flatness. Our motivation is low, tasks feel hard, the brain is feeling hungry, and this is especially the case if we have dopamine dysregulation. It's often triggered by burnout, stagnation, or the end of a previous hyperfocus period. And the next phase is the spark. It's characterized by discovery of something new, novel, or exciting, an idea, an activity, a hobby, or a challenge. We'll have this sudden surge of energy, possibility, and curiosity, and we believe this could be it. This new passion, it could change everything. We're kind of enamored with it at that period. The third phase is the deep dive. We're entering hyperfocus, we're researching obsessively, we're learning rapidly. There's total immersion in our area of interest. Our dopamine is flowing, we're experiencing productivity, and our executive functioning temporarily improves often. And our self-concept may begin to revolve around this new interest. I'm defined by this interest, by my investment in this hobby. The fourth phase is the commitment. There's financial and emotional investment. We buy gear, we sign up for courses, we tell people all about it, and we start to form a routine around our interest. And it feels like it's our thing now, maybe even our calling. The next phase is the plateau. And this is where the novelty starts to wear off. We start finding that our learning flatlines. We've achieved most or learned most of what we expected to learn or achieve, and the returns feel somewhat diminished. There's less excitement, there's less reward, and we're more into maintenance of our hobby or passion. And doubt or guilt may creep in, and it's harder to find that spark. The sixth phase is called the drop. There's sudden or gradual disengagement, avoidance of the activity, sometimes accompanied by feelings of shame, frustration, regret, or confusion, and it's often paired with clutter, unused gear, or unfinished projects. The seventh phase is the shift. The brain goes searching again, often unconsciously, and another spark appears, and the cycle begins anew. And often this process is accompanied with some degree of shame. We spiral and question, why can't I stick with anything? Why do I keep changing gears? Why do I keep changing my focus? Why does my passion shift? And we question ourselves because we've internalized ideas about what productivity or showing up effectively in the world looks like. Somebody who is consistent, sticks with their passion, sticks with their hobby, sticks with their profession, and doesn't shift gears, doesn't move around, and is relatively satisfied with it. But we're often dissatisfied. And that's the source of that shame, a belief that we should be able to do all these things, a lot of shoulding here, that neurotypicals might prescribe for us. Have you experienced this cycle with a passion or a hobby or something that you've hyper-focused in? And what's it been like for you? Have you experienced the shame I've mentioned as a result of that? Does it help fuel periods of productivity or effectiveness? I would love to hear all about your experiences.